Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka Dickhead Grayson, and all it takes is Robert Pattinson to do one joke and everybody starts losing their minds. You may have recently seen the new interview with GQ in which he talks about his process for the upcoming film. In the article, he talks about how he's not been working out during the lockdown, and naturally, as you'd expect, the internet took it really well. No, they didn't. They all had meltdowns. Now, throughout this video, we're going to be breaking down the interview, John Campea's reaction, everyone flipping out about John Campea's reaction, and then maybe flipping out ourselves. I don't know, we'll see how I feel. There may be some spoilers here in regards to the film, so if you don't want anything ruined, then I highly recommend that you turn off now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel to never miss a video, and please drop a thumbs up if you enjoy what may actually be some level-headed coverage on all of this. With that out of the way though, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into our breakdown of the Batman interview. Okay, so this interview dropped on Tuesday, and the main reason that I didn't cover it instantly is because I just dropped a Batman video a couple of hours before, and I hate doing the same topic twice in a row. I also wanted to see what the internet reaction to the piece would be, and needless to say, they didn't disappoint me. We need to talk about what was said before breaking it all down, but yeah, there's been some hilarious reactions to this that have made me die from laughing more than a Joker victim. Now, the interview itself starts off with this incredible quote by Pattinson, and I try to do the voice, but you know, we're not exactly the most talented channel on YouTube. Anyway, Pattinson, yesterday I was just Googling. I was going on YouTube to see how to microwave pasta. GQ then went on to say, that's not a thing, to which Pattinson replied, put it in a bowl and microwave it. That is how to microwave pasta. And also, it really isn't a thing. It's really actually quite revolting, but I mean, who would have thought that it actually made it taste disgusting? GQ then asked how he was surviving, and this is where the interview descended into complete troll territory. I'm essentially on a meal plan for Batman. Thank God. I don't know what I'd be doing other than that, but I mean, yeah, other than I can survive. I'll have oatmeal with like vanilla protein powder on it, and I'll barely even mix it up. It's extraordinarily easy. Like, I eat out of cans and stuff. I'll literally put Tabasco inside a tuna can and just eat it out of the can. It's weird, but my preferences are I just sort of eat it like a wild animal, like out of a trash can. From here, he was asked what workout he was doing, and this is the thing that got everyone worked up, seeing his reply. He said, my personal trainer left me with a ball, a single weight, and a sincere plea to use both. But I'm ignoring her. I think if you're working out all the time, you're part of the problem. You set a precedent. No one was doing this in the 70s. Even James Dean, he wasn't exactly ripped. When filming Twilight, the one time they told me to take my shirt off, I think they told me to put it back on again. But Batman is Batman. Zoe Kravitz is training 5 times a week, but literally, I'm barely doing anything. And then the interviewer said that he just sighed. So basically, he jokingly said that he wasn't working out, and then John Campea did his video on this. Now careful kiddies, there's bad language in this clip, so if you're watching this, leave the room for like 15 seconds or something, but keep playing because I'll get the ad revenue.
Robert Downey Jr. money. I mean, let's not get carried away. He's not making Robert Downey Jr. money, but still, when a studio is paying you millions of dollars, and hiring you nutritionists and hiring you trainers, and all they say to you is, hey, how about, you know, while you're locked at home and not doing anything, think maybe you could lift some weights? Think maybe you could work out a little bit? No. I'm Robert Pattinson, asshole. I don't do that. Screw you. I don't have time for that. I can't be bothered with that. What the fuck else are you doing, you asshole? You're sitting at home during a pandemic where you're making mac and cheese. There's nothing else to do. This company's paying you millions of dollars, hired you professionals to help you, whatever. And nobody's expecting you to be a 250-pound bodybuilder. Nobody's expecting that. All we want is your commitment and effort. And Rob, what this says to me as a fan, is that he does not have the respect for the character. He does not have the respect for the company that is paying him millions of dollars. Rob, he's getting paid more money to do this movie than almost everybody watching this show is going to make in their entire lifetimes. He's making more money doing this one movie than most of us individuals either participating in the show or watching the show will ever make in their lifetimes. And all they are asking him to do is pick up a fucking dumbbell. Show some commitment, show some effort, honor the fans of the character, honor the studio that's paying you. Hell, honor the character itself. All we're asking for is your effort. And all working out is, Rob, is effort. You're never going to look like Hugh Jackman. But you know what? Give us the best version, physically, as the presence of Batman, that you can.
The whole video is half an hour long, but it's pretty much that ran for 30 minutes, though I will say that he does actually have some good points in there from time to time. Now, people are kind of jumping on Pattinson, but I just don't think that they get the joke. Pattinson has been completely trolling interviewers for a while now, and even as far back as 2011, Pattinson was making up stuff just to annoy people. This is actually a really good story that he made up about a clown dying when he went to see the circus.
Thank you very much. You know, I was thinking during the introduction when I was a kid, and that's a long time ago, but you know, the kids my age, boys my age, they wanted to be baseball players or they wanted to run away and join the circus. This is a very different time. Did you have any of those dreams as a kid?
Running away and joining the circus? No, the first time I went to a circus, somebody died. One of the clowns died.
All right, I'm not letting that go. How did the clown die?
His little car exploded. The joke car exploded on him.
You're being serious about this?
Seriously.
Yeah? So did that kind of ruin the circus for you?
It was. Like, my parents had to, like, everybody ran out. It was terrifying.
It's bizarre. What a bizarre way to start the interview.
The only time I've ever been to the circus.
For people who didn't read the book that this movie's based on, tell me a little about Jacob.
So, I guess he will be killing the Joker in this trilogy. Sorry, these jokes. My jokes aren't as good as him. Now, clearly Campea did get off on the wrong foot here and completely misinterpreted the interview. I'm actually going to jump to his defense slightly here in that I think he was successfully trolled by Pattinson and got triggered because of it, but that doesn't make him a bad guy. Now, the internet is also in a meltdown over Campea going into a meltdown, so here's me having a meltdown over people having a meltdown over Campea having a meltdown, and at the moment it's just one big meltdown. People are calling Campea a disgrace, saying he shouldn't be doing videos and so on, but at the end of the day, the guy just took some text that he read the wrong way and had a bad reaction to it. I'm sure we've all in the past received text messages from people we know, like we actually know them in real life, that we've taken out of context and flipped out on them over. Campea doesn't know Pattinson, and I doubt he's really followed the actor that much in interviews, because if he had, he'd know that he just likes to push buttons and is purposely agitating people because it's funny to see their reaction. I really think that is what's happened here, but at the end of the day, whether he thinks Pattinson is going to be a good or bad Batman, that's completely his opinion. None of us have seen the film, it hasn't even been filmed, so all opinions at the moment should be seen purely as speculation. I'm very excited for the movie, but if someone says that it's going to be bad, I just have to let them think that because it's their opinion. You know what's as bad as John Campea having a meltdown over Robert Pattinson? Having a meltdown over John Campea having a meltdown over Robert Pattinson. The performance of Pattinson will speak for itself regardless of what is said in an interview or not. He's an actor, he's paid to portray a role that's different to his personality. I think the majority of British people reading this interview will understand the context of it and get the sarcastic tone, and it's very much laced with a British sense of humour that may not translate that well overseas. That doesn't mean anyone having a meltdown over it is a bad guy. Overall, I will say what Campea said was wrong and that he misinterpreted the interview, but that doesn't mean that his heart's in the wrong place. He's clearly very passionate about the character and just wants to see a Batman on the screen that does justice to his rich history. I'm exactly the same as Campea in that I want to see Pattinson do well in the role, but I'm also ready to scrutinise it if he messes up. However, where I'm different is that I understand that this was a joke interview, so I'm not angry at Pattinson for saying what he was saying. I think we all knew in advance that this Batman wasn't really going to be a meathead anyway. This is a Year 2 storyline in which Batman has recently returned to Gotham, and he's now trying to build his legend through taking down low-level thugs and criminals. In Batman lore, he spent a lot of time training abroad and building his mind and abilities, so he didn't really have the time to work out non-stop in the gym. Upon returning to Gotham and having gained the knowledge that he needed to, he was able to then focus on his body, and this is where he increased in size over the years until he was about 40. Now Pattinson already is in good shape, which we've seen from when he's been running and training. He's not Henry Cavill size, but he doesn't need to be. This is just a guy starting out, and we have to remember that filming also doesn't stop for a while now on the Batman. It's not due to release until October next year, so there's still plenty of time to get into shape. He's also wearing a costume that will be covering how he looks. Ben Affleck came back for reshoots for Justice League, and when he was in costume, you couldn't really tell that he hadn't been training all that much. It's amazing what they can do with costumes these days. For example, Zachary Levi, or is it Zachary Levi? Anyway, his Shazam look is a lot of padding, and though he's in good shape, the costume also bulks him up a lot. Gal Gadot was pregnant while shooting Wonder Woman, and if the costume designers want you to look a certain way, they can easily make it so. Therefore, this Batman will look exactly how the creative team want him to. Henry Cavill could have even been bulked up beyond what he is, and I don't think he would need to work out as much as he does, but maybe he just enjoys doing it. The guy seems to be in good shape, so he probably would be doing it regardless. Now that might not work with Pattinson, and yeah, I very much have faith that he's going to be in the perfect shape for the character that he's playing. Now, whether you think Campea is right or wrong, and I don't know if I've pronounced Campea right or wrong, just take all these interviews with a pinch of salt. The creative team are having fun whilst being bored in lockdown, and they're deliberately drumming up press for the movie by putting things out there and letting people flip out. What Campea did isn't a good look, but all he really did is take something out of context and then go on a rant. I'm going on a rant now pretty much about his rant, but this is all our opinions and it shouldn't ruin the film for you if you're excited for it. Everyone just needs to take a step back and just chill out for a second. Campea did have some really good takes in the whole video, and it wasn't all bad, so yeah, just let the guy live. He's just a fan, as I'm sure everyone watching this is. It's a shame that on social media this is all that everyone's talking about right now in regards to the movie, and I didn't really want to cover it, but hey, it's Batman news and I had to. This is just my opinion, and if you disagree, that's completely fine too. We will see when the movie comes out, and even then, there will be people that like it and people that don't. Just prepare yourself for that, yeah? Obviously, I'd love to hear your thoughts on the entire situation, so comment below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you check out our breakdown of the recent Andy Serkis interview on the movie. It's not as angry as this video, so yeah, go and have some fun. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We massively appreciate it, and as a thank you, you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at DefinitionYT or click the Discord link in the description below. Those are the best ways to keep up to date with heavy spoilers, so hopefully we see you over there very soon. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.